We would like to begin Foreign Minister IWAYA's press conference at this moment. Mr. Minister, please. Thank you, everyone. At the outset, I would like to provide two reports. First is about the attendance of Ambassador of Special Mission also to attend the inaugural ceremony of His Holiness Pope Leo XIV. In the cabinet meeting today, it was decided that former Prime Minister Taro Aso will be sent to attend as ambassador on special mission the solemn ceremony of inauguration of His Holiness Pope Leo XIV on the 18th of May at the Vatican. I hope that with Ambassador Aso's attendance at the ceremony, will lead to deeper and greater friendship and cooperative relationship between Japan and the Vatican.
Another point I would like to make is related to my visit to diplomatic archives of MOFA. Today, I visited the archives, which is exhibiting the history related to Treaty of Amity and Commerce between the U.S. and Japan-U.S. Security Treaty, which is preserving and exhibiting important diplomatic history since the period of Edo. And the exhibition room was adjacent to Ikura Guest House in the past, but from April last year, this has been renewed and opened at the 5th floor of Azabudai Hills and Mori JP Tower. In addition to the permanent exhibition, until the end of this month, there is special exhibition on Shigeru Yoshida. There are rich explanatory panels and images, and it is possible to deepen the understanding on Japan's diplomacy. I hope that you will visit this archive as well. That is all from me.
Those of you with questions, please raise your hand. Once your name is called, come to the nearest microphone to state your name and affiliation and questions. Baba-san of Nikkei Shimbun, please. Baba of Nikkei, thank you. I would like to ask about India and Pakistan situation. The conflict over Kashmir is now developed into a ceasefire, but what is your understanding of the current situation? Minister, you had telephone talks with the Foreign Ministry of India and Pakistan. What is the role that Japan can play? On the 10th of May, both India and Pakistan have agreed on a ceasefire of their military activities. There was an announcement to that effect. The Japanese government welcomes their agreement, and we would like to continue to monitor the situation going forward. In the circumstances leading up to the agreement this time, I had telephone talks with India's Foreign Minister Jai Shankar as well as Pakistan's Foreign Minister Dar. Through various channels, I have told both countries that they should be taking responsible actions. As Japanese government, we continue to believe that for the sake of peace and stability of South Asia, that India and Pakistan need to exercise restraint and to stabilize the situation through dialogue. Leveraging our traditionally friendly relations with both countries, we hope to play a proactive role.
Next question, Kamimura-san from Yomiuri Shimbun. Kamimura from Yomiuri Shimbun. It is related to the gas fields development in East China Sea. On the 13th, we heard that MOFA has announced the installation of a new structure, and I would like to know the response from the Japanese government. At the same time, we have not seen the improvement of the situation one time, and we continue to see the unilateral development from China. As the Japanese government, how are you going to protect the rights and interests of Japan? And can you talk about the change of approach to China? This time, at the west side of the geographical equidistance line between Japan and China in East China Sea, we saw the movement for the installation of one new structure. And in this East China Sea, there is no decision made on the EEZ and the continental shelf border, and it is extremely regrettable that this unilateral development is made by China side, and we immediately made a strong protest. China in East China Sea is activating resource development as the Japanese government for this kind of unilateral development by China, and we have been requesting for the cease of this kind of attempt to make this as a fact, continuing to make the repeated protest. In December, in Japan-China foreign ministers meeting to Minister Wang, we did express a grave concern as for the response to this unilateral development. As the Japanese government, between the two summits, we would like to make sure to promote and implement a 2008 agreement. This was at the time of the agreement between Prime Minister Fukuda, and we would like to make sure that this is going to be the sea of peace, cooperation, and friendship. And to China side, we will continue to request for suspension of the unilateral development and making this as a fact, and to resume the international pledge negotiation immediately, and to continue to strongly ask for the implementation at an early stage.
As Harsan of Pan Orient News.
Trump announced the lifting of sanctions against Syria about 3 days ago when he was visiting Saudi Arabia. Will Japan follow this global shift in policy of lifting the sanctions on Syria? And if not, what is behind your decision? Thank you.
I am aware of President Trump's remarks. From our country's perspective, well, so far, Syria's transition government has engaged in a dialogue for comprehensive political resolution and national reconciliation, and it has been showing a stance to continue with its endeavors to achieve a peaceful and stable transition, and that is held in high regard from our perspective. It is desirable for the people of Syria to have a good situation. So with respect to sanctions, we would like to continue to closely monitor the discussions in the international community and SC Sanction Committee and make an appropriate decision. That concludes the press conference. Thank you.